Malate and Miss Clemen Montero, all right here on KNDI's Filipino Radio Monday edition. KNDI Radio, 1270 AM, Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm Larry Ordonez. Right now, before we go into our special feature in our program, we'd like to feature some of our dear friends who had served as guests in our program here on KNDI Radio. Oh, just to let you know, for those of you who are watching us on Facebook, we just activated our Facebook live streaming. You can see and hear us at Larry Ordonez Facebook page, FILCOM Cares Hawaii Facebook page, Ethnic Education Hawaii Facebook page. And right now, here's Leng Pamitan of Batak, Ilocos Norte, singing right here on KNDI's Filipino Radio.
I love you, di mensahe, parakin ka, sa dinumanti, ayan mo, malaglagip ka, na ipanenekot, kinapunukin ka, adi ka malipatan, dito'y biyag ko. I love you, di mensahe, parakin ka, sa dinumanti, ayan mo, malaglagip ka, na ipaneknekot, kinapunukin ka, adi ka malipatan, dito'y biyag ko. Iti palagmay-maysa, di mas baan ang iliw ko. Kumusta nga tan ni ay ayate, kung kunada ito'y puso, umanay laengyen, nga agpek ladawan mo, nga isut pang ipapasa, to'y iliw ko. I love you, di mensahe, parakin ka, sa dinumanti, ayan mo, malaglagip ka, na ipaneknekot, kinapunukin ka, adi ka malipatan, dito'y biyag ko. Iti palagmay-maysa, di mas baan ang iliw ko. Kumusta nga tan ni ay ayate, kung kunada ito'y puso, umanay laengyen, nga agpek ladawan mo, nga isut pang ipapasa, to'y iliw ko. Di panagmay-maysa, di mas baan ang iliw ko. Kumusta nga tan ni ay ayate, kung kunada ito'y puso, umanay laengyen, nga agpek ladawan mo, nga isut pang ipapasa, to'y iliw ko. Iti palagmay-maysa, di mas baan ang iliw ko. Kumusta nga tan ni ay ayate, kung kunada ito'y puso, umanay laengyen, nga agpek ladawan mo, nga isut pang ipapasa, to'y iliw ko. Nga isut pang ipapasa, to'y iliw ko.
And that's our dear friend Leng Pamitan right here on KNDI's Filipino Radio. Thank you for watching, everyone. And coming up next in our program, we have another singer out of Zambales. Her name is Juana Cosme, singing a song, Ibong Ligao. She's a rock belter, a slow rock belter. Thank you to Tessie Blossom for bringing us Juana Cosme in our program. She's a singer, songwriter. She popularized the song Ibong Ligao. She is an inspirational to many katutubong Aita of Zambales. Yes, and this video was referred by Sam Salva under Veni Saturno Music. And again, we'd like to say big mahalo to Tessie Blossom out of San Francisco, California, for bringing us this song by Juana Cosme. So we'll go ahead and just reminding all of you, we'll go ahead with her song and just reminding all of you very shortly, we will have our dear friends from FILCOM Cares weekly radio program with Dr. Agnes Malate and Miss Clemen Montero. We'd also like to say hello to Mrs. Norma Montero, Angela Sampan, watching our program, Roslyn Almazan, who says, Aloha, Sir Larry Ordonez, Dominga de la Cruz out of Hong Kong, who says, hello po, Sir Larry Ordonez, and hello everyone, gandang buhay sa lahat. Hello po, Ma'am Tessie Blossom and Des Lave, and let's see who else we have here. Des Lave says, good morning, everyone. All right, good morning to all of you who are now tuned in on Facebook live streaming. Likewise, friends who are listening to us on radio, because we are live on radio throughout the state of Hawaii and live online by way of Facebook. Here's Juana Cosme on KNDI. Ibong Ligao. She's from Zambales, Philippines, singing right here on KNDI.
Paano pa kaya tatanggapin ng puso ko? Mula lang sa'kin ay sabihin mo, di na ako ang siyang nilalaman, tinitibok ng puso mo. Gumuho ang lahat, pati mga pangarap ko. Umasa lang anong tagal dahil akala ko ako na ang lahat-lahat para sa tulad mo. Malilimutan ko pa ba ang bighating ito? Ngayong tuluyan na ika'y wala sa piling ko. Ibong ligaw ang tulad ko, ang puso't isipan ito. Saan ako matutungo ng dugo? Ang puso ko nabali ang mga pagpag, bigong-bigo dahil ako iniwan mo. Ay, mga gabing mga matay di mapikit, pati ang diwa ko ay bakit di na maibig. Paglimot sa iyo'y hindi pa rin masumpungan. Sarili ay tinatanong, bakit nagkaganyan? Umasa ng anong tagal dahil akala ko ako na ang lahat-lahat para sa tulad mo. Malilimutan ko pa ba ang bighating ito?
Buana Cosme, right here on KNDI's Filipino Radio Monday edition. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. We will be right back. You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world. It is now 15 minutes after the hour. It's time for our FILCOM Cares weekly radio program with Dr. Agnes Malate and Miss Clemen Montero. This program is brought to you by Hawaii Public Health Institute, the Filipino Community Center, Ethnic Education Hawaii, and FILCOM Cares Project, funded by the State of Hawaii Department of Health. Let's go to our Zoom room right now with our hosts of FILCOM Cares radio program, and let's see if we can bring them up. We are about to bring them up. Okay, let's see if for some reason I am not able to bring them up. There they are.
There we are.
Aloha.
Aloha. Thank
Aloha.
you for
Magandang
joining us.
tanghali.
So,
Everyone is probably anxious to hello everybody to hear who the winner is from last week on our question. And what was the question again, Clem? So
The
we are
question- Oh, go ahead. How many months after your last COVID-19 vaccination are you able to get a booster? So in Tagalog, ilang buwan pagkatapos ng huling COVID-19 na bakuna bago kayo pwedeng magpa-booster shot? Manoa bulan dayta. Ket, adatalo, we usually will give out only two, but this time 3 people. So I believe Dr. Agnes is very generous. So we're going to give 3 gift cards from Foodland. So $20 gift certificates. The
And,
winners are, go ahead, Dr.
amumi
Agnes.
deti umuna nga dua nga kapud ti Hawaii so at the Foodland ti anda tinagang ti umuna ket Alejandro Bumanglag and ti may kadua alawin.
Oh, ibaga kumati sungbat na ket 8 months. 8 months,
Well,
which is correct.
Correct.
And
Then Leti and Tisungbat na Clem.
6 months. So, apay nga dua ti mabalin na sungbat. Originally, we had 8 months first, and then now it has changed. More research has shown that after 6 months, mabalin kayong agpa-booster shot. And booster is just to rejuvenate, I suppose is probably a better word for it, to rejuvenate your against COVID-19. So it's not a dose, but it's a booster shot. Ket may katlo ni Marie Tedious, and she answered it on Facebook, and her answer is also correct, 8 months. And Millie, one of our coach, who's Millie? Millie is one of our important people.
Janitor.
She
Yes.
actually she didn't want to be mentioned, but I mentioned her name.
Oops.
But anyway, the person who answered Letty says 6 months because Dr. Fauci said so. And of course, our own Dr. Morel there also verified that. So 8 months before, but now it's 6 months for Pfizer. Is it the same for Moderna, Dr. Agnes?
I won't fight the determination para Moderna could J&J, but that should be coming out soon in terms of their guidelines on booster shot.
When itatangarod at any time no adda kayat yung saludsuden when no kayat yung sumungbat manen iti daytoy nga weeks saludsod umawag kayo iti 1-808 300-5548. Get sino? English first. Dr. Agnes, go ahead. Our question for this week.
At ako man, daytoy ket nalakas siguro daytoy. Dengagan yun who are eligible for COVID-19 testing, vaccination, and treatment. So let me say that again. Who are eligible for COVID-19 testing, vaccination, and treatment?
In Ilocano, sino dagiti mabalin nga agpaagas, agpabakuna, ken agpa-test, libre daytoy. nga adati no adati COVID-19 nyo. So sino mga pwedeng magpagamot or magpabakuna at magpa-test ng libre para malaman kung meron kayong COVID, no, kahit nyo maamuan no COVID data, when no panateng laeng, when no agurgurigur kayo laeng, right? So who are eligible, sino dagiti mabalin nga agpa-test, agpabakuna, ken agpaagas. Treatment dito Dr. Agnes, right? So
When,
go ahead.
including the treatment. So tawagan nyo, te 1-808-300-5548.
Mhm.
Okay.
So do we go in our news today, Dr. Agnes? Any
Well,
news from your end?
ipalog mo man, dagte madamdamag ti cases.
Dagiti kaso tayo tatakyat, I'll go with the positive things for now.
Yes.
67.7% dagiti na bakunaan kumpleton. So complete vaccination, 67.7. We're slowly inching to the 70% that we want. But mabalin net,
That is
good
good.
news na zero. Molokai at the upat. So that's also good news, bad news, because Molokai basit lang dagiti tao ijay. Not, it's not very populated, but they do have that. In relation to the question, who is eligible, lahat ng mga tao pwedeng magpabakuna, magpa-test at ng libre at may treatment din. Kasi usually mabuting dagiti tao nga mangibaga nga adda sakit da siguro di da kayat nga o di da mabayadan dagiti bills da kasta. So Dr. Agnes and I looked at all of these information and we found out that anyone is eligible. Ket, if you're an immigrant, they will not report you. They will not go into your specifics. Anyone is eligible. Anyone's immigration status or will not be shared with immigration agencies. So saan da kayong i-report? Hindi po kayo i-report. Ang mabuti dito ay magsabi kayo kung meron kayong sakit o may nararamdaman. So even if it's not fully COVID, full-blown COVID-19, whatever you feel that you think it might be, it's best to be tested. Sino ti awagan da nga rod? Who are they going to call to report if they feel something like that? Umuna, dagiti doktoryo, so call your doctors first. And also, of course, Dr. Agnes reminded me, you can always call 211 and then they can give you instructions, no, anya dagiti masapol yung aramiden, saan kayo pwedeng pumunta at kung iba pa.
So di kayo agdandanag no awan ti insurance yo, duty community health center pai, adan te Kalihi Palama Health Center in town, adda pai ti Kukua Kalihi Valley Comprehensive Health Center, and that's on School Street. And then ijay FILCOM Center at the Waianae Coast Comprehensive Health Center. Amok tinaganakot Waianae yung mitaway pahuti anda. At dadaan hindi intero nga west side of the Oahu. And then of course, Waianae Coast Comprehensive Health Center no daka ijay Waianae na nakuli nos astig ijay. So adda dagitoy health center nga mabalin nga magtulong king ka dagiti medical services yo ken dagiti pinag-apply you pai ti dagiti insurance naman insurance yo. So di kayo don't delay and diti ko na ni claim diti immigration status no da duma ti amo tayo lang ket no in my tayo doing kasla resident excuse me for the dogs barking in the background if you can hear that. And also those who are undocumented and not illegal now, we're calling them undocumented. Awan ti papeles da nga ipresentar da handa nga agdandanag mabalin na tanga may da ang dawat titulong ito'y duma-duma vaccination testing kan ito'y health services.
And we want to repeat, they cannot bill you. Saan da kayo nga pagbayadin, iti urayan niya, no kayat yung nga ada serbisyo para kadagiti anything related to COVID-19. So, agpabakuna kayo, no, saan kayo pa yung nababakunaan, mabalin kayong mapan kadagiti projects me, itang lawas sa dadwa, Dr. Agnes. Yeah?
May I chime in, Clemen and Agnes?
Yes.
nangeg ko ti panagsarita yung no bilang laeng tatimay sa nga tao ket addaan ti sakit naamuan nga the COVID-19 na, and they have to stay in the hospital after it was discovered that they have COVID-19. Are you saying that there is no medical expenses for them to bear?
According to the HRSA, which is the Health Services, Health Resources and Services Administration, when a dagiti treatment is free, it's best for them no nga umawag da iti 211 for more information, or adamit da ito'y mabalinda nga awagan. I'll give you the number. It's 1-800, the letters HHS TIPS, so tips, and that's a number that they can call 1-800-HHS TIPS, or visit the website, which is the same, tips.hhs.gov.
And the person who is answering the telephone number of FILCOM Cares, which is 1-808-300-5548, that number the person answering that number could direct a person calling where to go, what number to call in Ilocano or Tagalog. Is that correct?
Well, so no dida mal alagip det yung numero ng entidni wano dete ay bagami no sinutawagan dawon mabalin nga atawagan da dete PhilCom Cares number 1-800-300-5548. No di mi amo aminte dete kaspagigan informasyon, then when agpaiso maiterek dete dete kadwami team member mi ti mabalinda nga tawagan.
So vaccination is free, COVID testing is free, medical hospitalization expenses free.
I believe. Oh, go ahead,
Yeah,
Agnes.
libre ang ti it's best to think of it this way. No, awan insurance na adda assistance, so masapong ag-apply damot laeng kasla no kwa no kasla dagiti health center ano awan insurance mo ag-apply ka, and so ang gaputa at tagajayan inkan awan plus ti pampanunod to may panggap dagiti papeles.
So there are paperwork. There are
There still would be
paperwork
paperwork when.
that have to be completed.
Yes,
Okay.
but
But the best-
you don't need your social security number in that
Well,
case.
yes.
All right, I
Yes.
have one more question. I just heard through the news that for the booster shots, 65 and over or anyone with underlying medical conditions may go. Where do they go for the booster shots?
Oh, best to, oh, go ahead,
No,
Dr.
no, go
Agnes. I was gonna say best to let your doctors know first. Gaputa, masapo nga maamuan dagiti doktor yo, no, nya dagiti plano yo, and you want to get a booster, and he or she can let you know if you are indeed in need of a booster shot. Now, if you're for sure you're falling under those, then your doctors can also suggest where you can go. So best to go to your primary care physician. So awagan nyo dagiti doktor yo. Ken, no, dadagit papeles yo that you can prove, then again, mabaling kayo nga umawag iti 211. Mabaling kayo pa nga mapanijay PhilCom Cares page me with a CARES capitalized. Ado dagiti impormasyon ken sapay kumata adda dagiti sabali pa nga lengguwahe nga Philippine languages nga mabalin nyo makita tapno maamuan nyo adagos no sa dindo ti papanan nyo, etc.
So they PhilCom Cares Facebook page. Di pa pananyo.
When
So at the vaccination clinics meet at Farrington High School into Sabado 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and at PhilCom Center this Thursday 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. as well.
when
So
September 30, dito Thursday can October 2 into no Sabado.
Ti Hawaii.
When kaya ti Hawaii, of course. Agayaman kami kini Dr. Hazel Abinsay, who spearheaded this project with into October 2, and of course the offices of Radian Cordero and her staff, and who else do we have to thank? Adu dagiti Masapong nga
Other
pasalamat.
than the Project Vision, of course, is so that the vaccinate can test, like the volunteers by, they get the ROTC, AJ Frankton
Directed
High
high school
School,
students when
the health academies, adung tumulong dito yung project meeting Saturday.
Once again, big mahalo, maraming salamat sa inyong dalawa, Dr. Agnes
Salamat.
Respicio Malate and Miss Clemen Montero out of the University of Hawaii at Manoa for coming weekly into Radio KNDI. And then we have a replay of this weekly radio program during the week, also at Radio KNDI. So big mahalo, Dr. Agnes Respicio Malate, Ms. Clemen Montero, and also big mahalo to Hawaii Public Health Institute, the Filipino Community Center, Ethnic Education Hawaii, and FILCOM Cares Project. Funded by the State of Hawaii Department of Health, they are here weekly on Filipino Radio Monday edition. Thank you, Agnes. Thank you,
Agyaman
Clemen.
kami, Sir Larry.
Agyaman
I
kami,
appreciate the
Nay.
time. Agyaman
All
kami.
right, so we'll go ahead and get us out of our Zoom room and have a wonderful day, Agnes and Clemen. Thank you once again for
Thank
joining us.
you.
Okay, and it is now 31 minutes after the hour. This is Filipino Radio Monday edition. You just heard Philcom Cares weekly radio program. We will be right back, everyone. You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world. We do have more talents out of Wising, YouTube, Facebook, coming up to be featured in our program. Big mahalo to Des Lave out of Makati City, Philippines, and big mahalo to Tessie Blossom out of San Francisco, California, for referring some of our singers into our program each Monday. We will feature them very shortly, right after these messages. I'm Larry Ordonez. Aloha, this is Larry Ordonez from Filipino Radio Sunday and Monday editions. During this pandemic, remember to spread aloha, not germs. We're all in this together. Let's continue to work as one ohana to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Love. Who do you think of when you hear that word? When you care about someone, you want the best for them. And we want that for our neighborhoods, for our whole community. Aloha, I'm City Council Member Radiant Cordero. I hope you can join us at Farrington High School Saturday, October 2 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for free COVID testing and vaccinations to help stop COVID. No need an appointment, but please bring your ID and wear a mask. For details, call Philcom Cares at 300-5548. Mahalo.
Ayat, anya ti umapay ken ka, numangeg mo deta balikas, nuam mo ngay pateg ti mesa parswa, kayat mo nga dete kasayatan ti para kadakwada, kayat tayumet, akasta ti may paay, kadagiti kakaruba, ken ti komunidad tayo. Sapay kuma, tamapantay to amin dita Farrington High School, inton Sabado, Oktubre 2, manipod alas 9 ti bigat, aging ganat alauna ti malem, para iti libre nga testing ken panagbakuna tapnon mapasardeng ti COVID. Saan na nasken ti appointment? Ngimno tugot yu deti ID na sayatmet ken detay panagusar ti mask. Para ti adung nga detalye detoy awagan ti FILCOM Cares iti 300-5548. 300-5548. Mahalo. And mahalo to you too. 34 minutes after the hour, we just want to say hello to Troy Laretta. Wow, talk about music icon. That's Troy Laretta. Says, hi, Uncle. Hope you are doing well. Yes, doing very well. Thank you, Troy. Also, we'd like to say hello to Tessie Blossom. Thank you for sharing our program to your network of friends. Yan, thank you. Says, hello po, sir. Magandang buhay. Good morning, sir. From Santa Ana, Cagayan. April Mackenzie out of Australia says, greetings from Australia, Sir Larry. Maribel Fernandez says, good morning, Sir Larry, from Spain. Hello. And let's see.
we'll leave your questions to Dr. Agnes Malate and Clemen Montero. If you are listening, Dr. Agnes and Clemen, there are some questions on our Facebook comments. So please keep an eye on those questions. Maybe you can answer them. Let's see. Mayes Asuncion Vitalis. Hi, Sir Larry Ordonez, watching from Dublin, Ireland. All right. So wherever you may be watching our program, aloha from Honolulu, Hawaii. We are live on air by way of KNDI, 1270 AM Honolulu, Hawaii, and live online by way of Facebook and YouTube. Up next to sing in our program, we do have a group who will sing for us next, and they are, let's see, Ryan Gold singing the song Kabilugan ng Buwan. This is his second song composition. And Ryan is from Alberta, Canada, originally from Northern Samar, Philippines, and joined by the guitar player Ferry Baltazar, from the bass Tarek Bohol, and from the drums Romel Burmas. And here they are in our program, Filipino Radio, Monday edition. I'm Larry Ordonez. Singing right here on Filipino Radio, Ryan Gold From Alberta, Canada, originally from Northern Samar, Philippines, joined by his friends Ferry Baltazar on the guitar, Tarek Bohol on the bass, and Romel Bermas on the drums. And we have more song artists into our program right after these messages. We will be right back.
You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world. Inton nakasagana kayon ang mangirugi iti pananggatang yu iti baro a balay, matalek ti panangidalan dagiti eksperto a profesional manipud Security National Mortgage Company. Ni Cecilia Villafuerte ket adon iti nanatultulungan a papamilyas ditoy uwaho a maaddaan ti wagas a mabulod a kwarta a maitutup kadakwada. Si sasaganang agserbi kada kayo, danggayan na kayo bumirok iti mabulod a kwarta, perpekto para kada kayo. Security National Mortgage Company. Pagbalinen na dagiti balaya gatangin tapno agtalinaed a pagtaingan. Teleponuan ni Cecilia Villafuerte iti 808-780-4985.
NMLS number 377704. SNMC is an equal opportunity lender.
When kabsat ni Cecilia Villafuerte ket makasaot ti Ilocos ken Tagalog na anos ken nalailupay. Ipakat na ti amin nakabailan na tumulong tapno magawn audio ti arapaapyo ang maaddaan kayon iti bukod yu ag pagtaengan. Ket mawagan nyo iti telepono 780-4985. 780-4985.
If you are having financial problems, we can help. Attorneys Rick Abelman and Lars Peterson at Abelman Peterson offer free consultations about clearing your debt through bankruptcy and offering you a fresh start. If you have problems with your mortgage, credit cards, car loans, personal loans, or taxes, Abelman Peterson is ready to help you get a fresh start. Filipino speaking is Rick Abelman, kaya huwag kayong mag-alala sa problema ninyo. Tutulungan niya kayo na ayusin ang mga utang ninyo. Call 589-1010 to get started today. Call 589-1010. Maraming salamat po.
At maraming salamat din sa iyo, Manong Flor. It is now 43 minutes after the hour, and let's get back to featuring many of our song artists from all over the world. Up next, we have a duet. This is by Des Lave out of Makati City, Philippines, and she's always so generous of her time, referring many of our artists from all over the world. And singing with her is 10-year-old Chris Kyler Esposo from District 4, Sibalom Antique in the Philippines. And we'd like to say hello to Ma'am Leia Divina Esposo. And here they are singing right here, Chris Kyler Esposo and Des Lave. Thank you once again to Tessie Blossom for bringing us this video on Filipino radio.
I dream a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. Then I was young and unafraid, and dreams were made and used and wasted. There was no ransom to be paid.
And thank you to both of you, Deslave out of Makati City, Philippines, having a duet with Chris Kyler Esposo out of Sibalom Antique in the Philippines. 10 years old, and again, we'd like to say aloha from Honolulu, Hawaii to Mami Leia Divina Esposo. And once again, thank you to our dear friend Deslave and Tessie Blossom for bringing our talents into our program. We will be right back, everyone, with more talents being featured in our program.
Aloha. Ethnic Education Hawaii is participating in this year's Give Aloha Matching Gifts program at all Foodland stores. This program honors Foodland's founder Maurice J. Sullivan and continues his legacy of giving back to the community. For the month of September, customers are invited to make donations to their favorite charity with the cashier at the checkout. You will need your Maikai card and you may donate up to $249 maximum per organization. This is the first year that Ethnic Education Hawaii will be participating. We have a big mission to make communications accessible to everyone, especially immigrants and those who do not speak English as their first language. Please remember us at the checkout. Just tell them you want to donate to Ethnic Education Hawaii. Thank you for your support.
You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world.
Adu ti agwarwaras nga damdamag may papanti bakuna ti COVID-19. Ket no daduma, makapanerbyos paimet dagitoy. Ti pan nakabakuna tayo, ket isulaing ti kasapulan tapnon malabanan tayo ti COVID-19. Naanad ti pan nakaisagana detoy abukuna, ket agkontinuar nga natalged ken efektibo. No kumaamin na tattao, ang mabalin ang mabakunaan, ket agpabakuna da, nalabanan tayo kuman detoy a pandemic. Gaputa dupay laeng at tao ti saan ang nabakunaan al-alisto detoy a COVID-19 virus ti agwaras tamo na ti agakar-akar kadagiti kapten na. Aglalo detay Delta variant nga ad-adda a makaakar. No kumaamin tayo ket nabakunaanen man kumalaeng ti agsaksakit. Mga ospital wenno pumusay panggepi ti COVID-19. Ti bakuna ket libre ken maited detoy kadagiti agta 2012 ken nagpangato adda insurance naman kenawan. Ken di dapay damdamaginen ti immigration status ti tao ken laglagipen uray na bakunaan tayo agdaldalaws tayo latta kuma. Agbuggo iti ima aggadayo tayo tay social distancing akunada ken liklikan ti paggaduan ti tattao tapnon maliklikan tayo detoy makaagara sakit. Importante nga rod nga amuen ti kinapudno para ti adadong impormasyon, please visit hawaiicovid19.com wenno awagan ti Aloha United Way iti 21.
Thank you very much, Manong Flor. And up next to be featured in our program, we do have a talent joining us. Her name is Ariane Victoria Barnuevo from Sorsogon, Philippines. She's an 8th grade student at Sorsogon National High School, daughter of Mr. Hardy Barnuevo and Mrs. Princess Sangkupan. She would like to be a professional singer when she grows up. And once again, big mahalo to Deslave and to our dear friend Tessie Blossom for bringing in Ariane Victoria Barnuevo out of Sorsogon, Philippines into our program.
Was down, my dreams were wearing thin. When you're lost, where do you begin? My heart always seemed to drift from day to day, looking for the love that never came my way. Then you smiled and I had come this far, but miracles come true. I know 'cause here we are, two less lonely people in the world, and it's gonna be fine. Out of all the people in the world, I just can't believe you're mine. In my life, everything went wrong. Something's finally went right. Now there's two less lonely people in the world tonight. Tonight I fell in love with you, and all the things I never knew seem to come to me somehow. 'Cause baby, love is different, and now there's two less lonely people in the world, and it's gonna be fine. Out of all the people in the world, I just can't believe you're mine. In my life, everything went wrong. Something's finally went right. Now there's two less lonely people in the world I just can't believe you're mine. Something's finally went right. Now there's two less lonely people. Two less lonely people. Two less lonely people tonight. Two less lonely people in the world.
So young and beautiful. That's Ariane singing right here on KNDI's Filipino Radio Monday edition. Ariane Victoria Barnuevo from Sorsogon, Philippines, 8th grader at Sorsogon National High School and daughter of Mr. Hardy Barnuevo and Mrs. Princess Sangkupan. And of course, Ariane wants to be a professional singer when she becomes older. Yep. And coming up next in our program, we have a young lady, non-Filipino, singing Ilocano song. That's coming up right after these messages. And of course, just reminding all of you, we just want to say thank you to you sharing our program. Big mahalo. Mahalo means thank you. Hawaiian word for thank you for sharing our program. There's several shares that I can see, and we are very, very thankful to you. We will be right back. I'm Larry Ordonez.
You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world.
When I feel the time is right and you're staying by my side.
Aloha, this is Larry Ordonez from Filipino Radio Sunday and Monday editions. Every time I go to work or run errands, I always make sure I have my essentials, and you should too. Always keep your hand sanitizers and face masks in hand as we continue the fight against COVID-19. 57 minutes after the hour. Now you have an idea of what we do on radio. That's right. What you see is what you are witnessing on how we handle our radio program on air. We are live online by way of Facebook, and we are live on air throughout the state of Hawaii right now. I'm Larry Ordonez. This is KNDI Radio 1270 AM, Honolulu, Hawaii. Up next to sing in our program, this is Livia out of Nevada here in the U.S., and she will be singing a beautiful Ilocano song.
Isema pa kabiagak, amurmuray dagito'y matak, kitsut makaagas, mangluluwato kaunggak. Isema duti sa ena, aday sema makagura, aday sema rawawena ka, keni sempa magusto kenga. Uray ada amin kanya karigat, uray paino ako kung tutat, uray paino apas pasunuda, nuis manakrinad man pamaya. Isem, unisem kamangyaku, lawlawagan man to'y barukungku, tay semu, isumangayo, dito'y pusok napnuan tilindo. Isema pa kabiagak, amurmuray dagito'y matak, kitsut makaagas, manluluwato'y kaunggat. Isema duti sa ena, aday sema makagura, aday sema rawena ka, keni sempa magusto kenga. Uray ada aming kanya karigat, uray paino apo pagtutak, uray paino apas pasunuda, nuis manakrik na mapamaya. Isem, unisem kamangyaku, lawlawagan man to'y barukungku, tay semu, isud mga ayo, dito'y pusok napnuan tilindo. Isem, unisem kamangyaku, lawlawagan man to'y barukungku, tay semu, isumangayo, dito'y pusok napnuan tilindo. Isem, unisem kamangyaku, lawlawagan man to'y barukungku, tay semu, isumangayo.
Oh, yes, thank you. All right, beautiful singing. That's Livia right here on KNDI's Filipino Radio Monday edition. And thank you to Tessie Blossom for coaching Livia to sing that beautiful Ilocano song, Isem. Now, let's go to Paway, Ilocos Norte. Many times when you listen to my radio program on Sundays and Mondays, on Sundays, we are not live on Facebook. And I've always said, hey, you should watch and see how they look. Singers from all over the world being featured here on KNDI Radio. Well, let's go to Paway, Ilocos Norte. We have Agnes Sadomiano and and we have Jonar Gregorio. Ano ba yan? Kasi far, my monitor is far. Jonar Gregorio and Agnes Sadomiano, we'd like to feature their song. I am one of their fans. I listen to them, love their voices. They make it so easy to sing. They make it look easy to sing, but great voice. Jonar Gregorio and Agnes Sadomiano on Filipino Radio.
Iyawat ko, to'y napudno, nga ayat ko. Awan sa bali, anagik ko, daytoy puso. Kasta kamet kaniya, ngemiti ko da,
lipliputan na. Pinamati na asaklae di ka nakin. Ngem bayang ta doak kami apat-pat ken. Diyak maawat nga dahil nakagudwa di ta pusong Henrik na. Inaninaw muday ko'y puso ulbut kay ka apanagayan siksikan laeng dito'y kaungga gayam di ka met mabukudan repenge maguraen ka tainalinaw na dua kami ngayon ka ay ayatin. Pinamati na asaklae di ka nakin. Ngem gayam ta dua kami apat-pat ken. Diyak maawat nga dahil nakagudwa di ta pusom Henrik na. Inaninaw muray ko'y puso ulbut kay ta apanagayan siksikan laeng dito'y kaungga gayam di ka met mabukunan repenge aguraen ka tainalinaw na dua kami ngayon ka ay ayatin. Ngayon ka ay ayatin.
Oh,
When votes get out of
yes.
hand-
Thank you very much. That's Jonar Gregorio and Agnes Sadomiano from Pawai, Ilocos Norte in the Philippines, singing right here on Filipino Radio Monday edition. I'm Larry Ordonez. 7 minutes after the hour, you know there's a very popular songwriter and artist in the Philippines. His name is Benny Satorno, and he guides and promotes many of our young singers throughout the Philippines. Many of them had become very popular in the Philippines and in the world of music. Up next, that we will feature in our program, we have Voices of Five. But as you know, our program is live on air and live online. So we'll do some messages from our sponsors. And when we come back, we'll have more music from our special guests featured in our program today. Here I
You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world.
Love. Who do you think of when you hear that word? When you care about someone, you want the best for them. And we want that for our neighborhoods, for our whole community. Aloha, I'm City Councilmember Radiant Cordero. I hope you can join us at Farrington High School Saturday, October 2 from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for free COVID testing and vaccinations to help stop COVID. No need an appointment, but please bring your ID and wear a mask. For details, call FILCOM Cares at 300-5548. Mahalo!
Pagmamahal. Sino ang inyong naiisip pagkarinig sa salitang minamahal? Kung may minamahal, nais nyo ang the best para sa kanila. Nais natin yan para sa ating mga kapitbahay at sa ating pamayanan. Inaanyayahan kayong magpunta sa Farrington High School sa Sabado, October 2 mula alas 9 ng umaga hanggang sa 1:00 ng hapon para sa inyong libreng testing at bakuna para mahinto ang pagkalat ng COVID. Hindi kailangan ng appointment, magdala lamang ng inyong ID at magsuot ng maskara. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, tumawag sa FILCOM Cares sa 330-5548. 330-5548. Mahalo!
Aloha. Ethnic Education Hawaii is participating in this year's Give Aloha Matching Gifts program at all Foodland stores. This program honors Foodland's founder Maurice J. Sally Sullivan and continues his legacy of giving back to the community. For the month of September, customers are invited to make donations to their favorite charity with the cashier at the checkout. You will need your Maikai card and you may donate up to $249 maximum per organization. This is the first year that Ethnic Education Hawaii will be participating. We have a big mission to make communications accessible to everyone, especially immigrants and those who do not speak English as their first language. Please remember us at the checkout. Just tell them you want to donate to Ethnic Education Hawaii. Thank you for your support.
The Diamond Fairy, where all your jewelry dreams come true.
Madaman, ti kadakila na Labor Day Jewelry Sale dito'y Diamond Fairy. Nagitig kakapintas ken nangayed. Diamante asing-sing, ar-aritos, pulsiras, bitin-bitin, tintilayon, ken dagdumapay. Sarungkaran ti Diamond Fairy, abay ti Rush Store, Philbridge Uptown, telepono 4866789, 4866789, Mono Philbridge Downtown, telepono 4887890, 4887890. Agpili karagiti kakapintas sa Diamantes. Namari sa Batbatu, kasi ti Jane, Sapphire, Ruby, nangisit a Pirlas Tahisan, 14 karat, basikaw ng aritos, ken pulseras. Madaman, iti sale, kendakkel na diskwento karagiti 14 karat, puraw muno amarillo, aruk chain, Milano, Figaro, curve link, muno box chains. Iyag mo na kita dumaan nga lahas mo ano balitukan, tagatangan ti Diamond Fairy, ken madagdagos sa bayadan na kay ti cash. Pasaya atin talanga, tadumaan nga alahas mo, iti kabarwanan na disenyo, babaen, iti kabukbukutan da a master jeweler. Tawagan ti Diamond Fairy, telepono 4866789, 4887890. Dito'y Diamond Fairy in the Ejaya ipaay tay layaway a plano ken space ano financing at di kasapulan ti pangpauna karagiti maproboran iti kredituna iyawid o sa rimon itan ti kagatangen at dapat nagiti rilo a Rolex a napasangkitan iti warranty at da libre a sorpresa a sagot regalo tunggal gatangen nga agbalor $99 wano na sursurok. Tawagan ti Diamond Fairy, telepono 4866789, 4866789, winno 4887890, 4887890. Laglagi fan, Diamond Fairy, di sa patungpalan aming arapaap may papan.
He knows your music, he speaks your mind, and he's got you locked on.
You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world.
KNDI Honolulu.
And here they are, the voices of five on Radio KNDI.
Two old friends meet again, wearing older faces, and talk about the places they've been. Two old sweethearts who fell apart somewhere long ago. How are they to know? Someday they meet again and have a need for more than reminiscing. Maybe this time it'll be loving they'll find. Maybe now they can be more than just friends. She's back in his life and it feels alright. Maybe this time love won't end. It's the same old feeling back again. It's the one that they had back when they were too young to know when love is real. But somehow some things never change, and even time hasn't cooled the flame. It's burning even lighter than it did before. It got another chance, and if they take it, maybe this time it'll be love and they'll find. Maybe now they can be more than just friends. Hey, she's back in his life and it feels alright. Maybe this time love won't end. Smiling like she used to smile way back then. She's feeling like she used to feel way back when they tried, but something kept them waiting for this magic moment. Maybe this time it'll be love and they'll find. Maybe now they can be more than just friends. More than friends. She's back in his life, and it feels so right. Maybe this time, maybe this time, maybe this time, love won't end.
Maybe this time, right here on KNDI's Filipino Radio Monday edition. Once again, big mahalo to Sam Salva, to Venny Saturno, and Tessie Blossom for bringing in Voices of Five and many of the talents out of Venny Saturno's bubble of singers. Wonderful. I'm Larry Ordonez. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone, live on air and live online. Filipino Radio Monday edition, 17 minutes after the hour. And let's bring out this young lady. She's an Ilocana. She is from Baguio City. Her name is Ingrid Payakit, singing right here on KNDI's Filipino Radio. I'm Larry Ordonez. Here's Ingrid.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, I'm crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
Wow! Galing! Ganda! Ilocana from Baguio City. That's
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you to Ingrid. And of course, you want to follow her online, Ingrid Payakit out of Baguio City, Ilocana, television host over in the Philippines, great singer. And once again, to all of you who had been sharing our program to your network of friends, big mahalo. Thank you. Maraming salamat. Diyos unay ti Agngina. Intayo kablaawan, dagiti gagayem tayo, Mang Buybuya, Tessie Blossom, Heidi Moran Baloran. Let's see. Heidi Moran Baloran says, hello po, Mang Larry and Tessie Blossom. Aloha from Hawaii. Yeah, at dadita kalihi ni Heidi Moran Baluran. Let's see who else we have here watching our program. Carla Del Rosario is also watching our program from Hong Kong. And let's see who else. Victoria Mojica also watching our program. Let's see who else. Let's move up from Chile. Victoria Mojica is out of Chile watching our program. So nice to have all of you taking a glimpse at Filipino radio. Sandali lang. Let me just, I've been wanting to sing a little bit too because I wanted to see if our dear friend Tessie Blossom would recruit me. Why are you laughing? Okay, let me break for a commercial, and when I come back, I'll sing a part of a song, okay? Let's see. We'll be right back.
You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world.
Napinta sa padamag, kadagiti pang pamilya. Nuda kayo, ken pamilyayo, tinabakunanen kontra ti COVID-19, mabalinen nga ikkaten ti mask. No kasta nga adda kayo ti oneg ti balay nga saanen nga aggadayupay. Isu nga rod nga maki-appointment itan, iti pannakabakunayo. Kang ronan na unay, dagiti ag 2012 kenagpangato, babaen ti yawag laeng iti 808-586-8332. 808-586-8332. At dapay makapagsao ti iluko, akain nawatan nyo. I-appointment nyo itan ti pampamilya tayo. Agpabakuna tayo akas may mesa a pamilya. Kenagsaganamet iti panagselebraryo a sangsang kamesa. Para ti dadung impormasyon, bisitahin ti website da nga hawaiicovid19.com/mylanguage.
This message is brought to you by Ethnic Education Hawaii with funding from the Department of Health, State of Hawaii.
Aloha!
This is Pasita Kakalyang with Valley of the Temples Memorial Park and Hawaiian Memorial Park Mortuary. For the past 20 years, I have had the privilege of serving thousands of Oahu families with their pre-planning needs. Planning ahead for cemetery and funeral arrangements provide your family with peace of mind, a clear roadmap to follow in the future, and secures your legacy. Pre-planning also locks in the price of the property and services while allowing you to make small monthly payments to fit any budget. Call me now to find out how simple it is to put these plans in place for your family. Thank you.
Call Pasita Kakal Young at Valley of the Temples 808-797-2285. That's 808-797-2285.
Itinapalapa sa 20 atuwen ni Pasita Kakal Yang ket nagsarsirpi kadagiti rinib-ribo a pampamilyas dito'y Oahu kadagiti kas kasapulanda manipud Valley of the Temples Memorial Park ken Hawaiian Memorial Park Mortuary. Panangisakbay kadagiti plano a kasapulan ti semeteryo ken panakaypunpon ket mangipaay talged ti pamilya. Nalawag ken naurnos a masurot inton madanon ti panawen nga ipapanaw tayo dito'y abiyag ken mangipanamnama kadagiti pakalaglagipan. Panangisakbay ngagplano ti panakaytapon ket isigurado nan ti presyo iti lugar ken serbisyo a mausar ken kaadda ti gundaway ngagbayad iti kada bulan iti kantidad a kabailan. Tawagan ti 808-797-2285 tapno amuen ti simple a panakaipaay ti plano para iti pamilyayo. Tawagan ni Pasita Kakal Yang, Manipud Valley of the Temples, 808-797-2285, 808-797-2285.
And it is now 25 minutes after the hour. This is Filipino Radio Monday edition. I'm Larry Ordonez. Kablawan tayo, dagiti gagayem tayo, amang buibuya kada tayo. We'd like to just say hello to Tony Kajimat watching our program. And let's see, Marites Ulit Yadao, who says, aloha everyone from Hawaii. Dadita Eva Beach tayo mo tatay, Marites. And hello, Kuya Larry. Have a nice day. Likewise to you. Tessie, ti kaya mo nga kantae, do you want me to sing Hawaiian song or do you want me to sing English song? Parang may request pa. Okay, I'm waiting for Tessie to tell me what to sing. Be right back, huh?
You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world.
When I feel the time is right and you're staying by my side.
Okay, so Tessie Blossom, who is over in San Francisco, California, just messaged me on Facebook and says, English. Okay. Narigat tag English no napugot ti siko. Abay napugot ti siko. Kaduan ng Ilocano kay nasa nangisit ti siko na. Kaduan na. Check up him that the sikom. I'm speaking in Ilocano. Oray anya, jay kabisadong tapno makumpleto. Okay, let me see if I can put something up. All right. Let me just put up something so that you can watch something and get your attention away from me while I am singing. Okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can put this up. You can be watching this while I am singing. And so here we go. Meron akong karaoke naman dito eh. Let's see. Oh, it is not connected. Okay, let's see if we can just use this mic is okay siguro naman, di ba? Okay, so let's see if we can play this song. Kuya enak ni Heidi. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars, and let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Maya may laing tesi. Is it okay? I'm learning from you guys singing in our program. Okay, so I have to just keep practicing, I guess. Aloha from Hawaii, everyone. This is Filipino Radio Monday edition. Feeling like singing today? Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, in other words, in other words, I love you. Kanta di aglablaba. Oh, when kanta di aglablaba. Kanta di agpaspastor. Oh, maraming salamat for giving me a chance to sing in our program. Yep, I'm Larry Ordonez. Damit apan ikan kanta di jay bambantay no dagdingdingig. Yep, okay. So that's our program for today. We will go right back to our live on air. So to all of you watching our program, everyone, thank you so very much. You have a wonderful day. Take care, stay safe, and till next time. This is KNDI Radio. Be right back.